Alright guys, how's it going? It's Tyrone here, and today we're back here with some more Moe Era. So in the last episode, we pretty much secured ourselves a date with Sima? I think that's how you pronounce the name, I can't quite recall. But, first things first, we're going to see what our sister's up to. Wonder what my sister is doing. Your face is all red. Are you okay? Tomorrow is Friday. Will you spend time with me? By the way, that girl came yet again. My head hurts. That girl. Oh right, the scroll. It's different again, but I'm too tired to be surprised by it. Enough with it. Better go to bed now. Okay, so we're not really doing his game anymore. I woke up with a slight headache. It's like I had a fever yesterday. Well, who cares about yesterday? Today's the day. Okay. Sima arrives 5 minutes late. Something tells me it was carefully planned. Make a visible effort to concentrate on her eyes. How are you, Tyrone? Hello? Oh. Hi, I'm doing great. Glad to hear it. Well, shall we take a seat? We've got a decent table. And Relief washes over me in an awesome wave. We had such a lovely time here yesterday. Yeah. Shame we didn't try their best dessert. Which one? It's obvious from the first glance. From the first glance, you say? Give it a try. I show Sima my selection. What do you know, Tyrone? It's on your list. You know what I'm going to ask you next, don't you? Which one is the best one? Peach Passion, Chocolate Peach Cake, Strawberry Delight, Strawberry Shortcake, Cherry Dior, Cherry Millefeuille. Strawberry? This is my second favourite, Tyrone. I picked something for myself and we're all set. Do you feel the same, Tyrone? Excited? Nervous? Pretty close. Yeah, maybe. I'm very nervous, you know. See, I'm not that good at small talk. People often think I'm boring. Really? I can't believe it. These people are not your people then. Maybe you're right. Hey, Tyrone. Tell me something. Anything you want to know? No, silly. Tell me something. Something you say. Honestly, nothing comes to my mind. Why? Is it because of me? I think so. Nothing comes to mind because I can only think of you. Oh. You're flattering me, Tyrone. Sorry, I didn't say stop. Is there something special about me? Your beauty, your self-control. That's not really special. I see. Did I say something wrong? No, of course not. I appreciate your words. I just wonder if there's something else. Everything. You're so strong and independent. Oh, thank you. What's the secret? It's simple. Few things matter, Tyrone. I don't buy it. What about our exams, career plans and all? And all temporary silly things. In 5 years, you're going to look back and laugh. Trust me, our problems are nothing serious. And what is serious enough for you? Let me think. Say, have you nothing to eat or nowhere to sleep? Death of someone precious to you. Now career plans, you say. Even if you don't get a prestigious job, so what of it? Less people going to say you're doing great. It's not about people, it's about money. Money gives you freedom. I'd be lying if I said it's not true. However, freedom costs little. Having a good lifestyle isn't exactly expensive at all. Not expensive for those who have the money. But is it really nice? A good lifestyle means like, I don't know, having a personal yacht, I guess. We don't really need it. It's a common misunderstanding. See, money makes dramatic improvements in your life, only for so long. Say, a pair of shoes worth $100 is likely to be good enough. Then you get yourself another one, this time worth $2,000. I guess it's even better. Right, but usually not 20 times more. A dinner at a 3-star Michelin restaurant is good. But is worth the extra price compared to your favourite cafe? I'm not even talking about dinner with your family. At some point, everything becomes good enough, not worth the extra money. Sadly, you can only learn it from your own experience. That's why the rich often say money is everything, isn't everything, and the poor people hate them for that. Let's learn to enjoy the little things. How about we start from our desserts? We'll take our time. Hey, do you like art? Yeah, why? There's an expedition nearby. I heard it's quite good. You want to go? Only if you keep me company. I'm afraid I have to leave soon. Ah, the face you made was priceless. I'll go with you. The exhibition is right across the corner, so we decided to take a walk. The wind's picking up. Wow. With a hair like that, Sima looks like a Valkyrie. Sounds a bit cheesy, but who cares? What? Nothing. My hair's probably a mess. Why won't this wind stop? Maybe because it listens to my prayers. Let it not be the mere breeze, but a mighty gale. This is the showstopper, I guess. We admire it for a while. I'm glad you invited me here. Honestly, I was surprised. Why? How should I put it? Say, do you visit places like this often? With other girls? Yeah, well, from time to time. Oh, I see. Just so you know, no one has invited me here before. They don't know what they've missed, Sima. She says nothing, but she moves closer to me. Much closer. Do you think this picture is beautiful? Yes, from the start of the game. Not as beautiful as something else I see right now. Actually, it's not something, it's someone. Who are you talking about? You. Wait a second. Oh no. I know that voice. I'm afraid I also know what comes next. Rejection. That's it, huh? What? What do you mean? Come on, that wait a second is rejection, flat out. Do you know why I said to you to wait? Simply because I wanted to cherish this moment. Can we go for a walk? The air is stale here. Sure. We'll leave the exhibition. I need to clarify a few things here, but before that, I have to deal with this rain. My umbrella is good for two. He leans under my umbrella and he's so close. Do you like it when it rains? The air is fresh. I like the sound of the raindrops. Hey, Tyrone? Yes? Don't even think about taking your words back. I won't, but it's a bit tough for me right now. What do you mean? Do you feel what I feel? What do you mean? That face of yours again. I do. Doesn't sound too convincing when you only say it once. Don't ever make a girl repeat it. You can say something new then. I like it when it rains. I like you when it rains. She's dangerously close now. Hey. Promise you'll never take back what you said. I promise. You better be honest. Otherwise I'll kill you, but only after. Only after we kiss. Larger than life, just got an achievement. My mind is all hazy. What just happened? Is this real life? I'm so excited. After we said goodbye to each other, I mindlessly roamed the streets, with a big, happy grin on my face. She gave me this picture before heading home. The sky looks as if she took it like an hour ago. I'll cherish the memories from today. Man, I'm so excited. I feel like a new chapter in my life is about to start. A new beginning. A whole era. And this era is going to be all mine. Just the end of the game? Okay. That was a bit ominous, that little dong, wasn't it? What was that? No, just life pretty much flashing before us now. Okay, we've got a job. Love. Valentine's Day or something like that. Or we get engaged. And a baby. Mento. Oh. Hello? Full circle. Welcome back. You see, they say that the vast majority of people will never amount to anything. You're not one of them, right? It's about time you get an answer. The end. Okay. My, oh my. I'm afraid this doesn't look very promising. Well, what did I expect? A miracle? I've lost count of how many times it's ended like this. Nothing but a meaningless blank space. Maybe I should admit it and let go. Say something at least. Where am I? What's going on? Why, you've been here before, don't you remember? So? Oh yeah, I visited this place in a dream. And now I'm dreaming again, right? I don't know, you tell me. You say it's a dream, then wake up and message her. You know who I'm talking about, don't you? And if you say it's not a dream, you're welcome to stay here for a bit. Okay. I'm gonna save here, because this looks like quite an important one. Return. It's not a dream. Oh my, I didn't expect that from you. Very well, let's talk. Is there anything you want to know? Where am I? What's going on? You're in my house. Welcome, be my guest. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, what's going on? It turns out the story of your life is actually empty. As promised, we made those 4 days very different. We thought it'd make you realize what you want to do with your life. Maths, art, business, well you name it, you've seen it for yourself. Guess what? Nothing worked as always. I made sure it's not a mistake, by the way. I've done a test run in your life, so to speak. I think you caught a glimpse of it in your room several minutes ago. Yeah, what was all that about? It's interesting that the photo you had on your table, it remained at the brightest memory you've ever had in your entire life. People often reminisce about the good old days, but why is it always high school or university? Why not something else? I can only assume people usually plan to think big in life when they're young, but life doesn't care much about living to their expectations. I tell you what, I wanted to be a jet pilot when I was a kid, but then it's always about but then, Tyrone. Oh well. By the way, I thought you'd be interested in knowing who I really am. I thought I knew it. Allow me to introduce myself properly. My real name is Adrestia, the distributor of rewards and punishments. I'm the one in charge here. Here? You said it's your home, right? It's not. I'm not the one who lives here. It's the home of Moe Era. Moe Era. Oh, I misspelled it again. It's the home of Moe Era. Fucking hell, I can't even say it. I'm looking after the 3 fates of Moe Era. The 3 sisters decided the fate of every human. Meet Nana. She wasn't the one you spent the most of your time with. Or should I call her Clover the Spinner? Clover the Spinner. She said that name doesn't suit her at all. She also goes by the name of Nona. Nana is simply a cuter version of it. Clover, or Nana, is responsible for spinning the thread of human life. By the way, sometimes we got bored with this and start writing on paper. That's what we've done with the theory of your life. Story of your life. Like I've told you, all 3 sisters are responsible for your fate. However, Nana is the first one to assume who you're going to be in life. A farmer, a rock superstar, or both. That's why Nene often looks bored. She can guess the ending from the start. Nene finds little joy in making forecasts. Moreover, her projections are often foggy or show nothing but emptiness. Nene suspects herself to be doing a mediocre job. She says it's the reason why so many people live exactly that, a mediocre life. From another side, she's more annoyed of people doing nothing to get better. That's why she calls them non-playable characters. She likes fun and cute things because it helps her unwind. Enter Sima. You got to know her quite well, I'll give you that. Her real name is Lachesis the Alota. She also goes by the name of Decima. Give it another go, and then you will have Sima. Suits her better, don't you think? She decides how much lifetime is allowed for each person. Having all the time in the world of her hands makes her the richest one. Her observing nature is accompanied by calmness and patience. Sima enjoys small things as they tend to make a big difference. She's very delegated because she knows the wrong step can ruin your life. When we're bored and use paper instead of thread, she's the one who writes on it. As Sima watches over you over your whole life, she gets really attached over time. A human life is infinite, so Sima always loses her friends in the end. Friends are temporary, loneliness is eternal for Sima. Maybe because of that she develops a somewhat cold, distant attitude. However, deep down she's a warm, caring person. Finally, here's Marta. She wasn't the one you spent the majority of your time with. I said finally on purpose. This is Atropos, the Inflexible. It's also known as the name of Morta. Morta. This name reminds you of death, right? Marta throughout the same, so one letter was changed. Now death is actually her domain. She's the oldest one among the three fates. Because the thread of life, in your case you just shed the tail of that paper. She's very short-tempered and, that's right, inflexible. Marta's a really hard worker. She can't allow herself to relax as people die every day, every second. As Marta's mission is in the grimmest, she can look rude from time to time. Few people love Marta because of her job, and those who do, well, those are people who want to die. Must be tough for Marta. She has a fragile heart underneath her colossal exterior. Also, Marta often feels inferior as she only exceeds in destruction. I feel like she lacks talent to do anything else. But that's pretty much it for the introductions. What do you think? Strangely enough, the girls always remind me of someone. What's so strange about that? You met the three sisters of fate. Each one of them is a collective character, you see? Okay, what about that room with the arcade machine in it? What are you talking about? I do a quick recap of my dreams. That's pretty funny. Do you want an honest answer? I don't know. See, a human brain always tries to justify everything. I went into a safe mode right after we first met, so he made this room. But hey, you have a great imagination. You too. Oh dear. Why do humans always waste everything I give them? I actually done my best. 3 beautiful girls, new countries, interesting activities. But while you were busy playing that slot machine, time passed by. Each day was like a series of episodes poorly sewn together. That's how the vast majority of people treat life. In return, life also treats them accordingly, if I were to grade the lives of others. A series of episodes poorly sewn together deserves nothing more than a C grade. Being envious of others, seeking reasons to justify your own failure, arguing that you're still young and can afford to relax until you're well in your 30s. I'd give you an A grade for sowing your own life. Even if there's no happy ending, there's something to remember. Hey. I want to say hello. Oh, look who it is. How are you doing, Teach? Great as always. I believe you two have already met. Yep, he was lucky enough to witness me. Luck is all you enjoy talking about, don't you? Teach represents chance, fate, and fortune. Chaos, to pull it short. All what you said before about the story of my life. So what? What's the big deal? Well, it's a long story. On the one hand, I'm on good terms with time. Do you know which way this planet goes? Last I heard, it goes round. Close enough. It goes round and down. We're going through a timeward spiral. It's neither good or bad. It's a natural cycle. What has beginning, what has an end, right? Rinse and repeat. Sadly, the end of the cycle always tends to be quite vicious. Let me give you a few examples. Dark Ages, the Great Plague, the Renaissance, the Great Depression, World War II, the post-war economic boom. These are the cycles or the age of man I'm talking about. Almost every mythological or religion has something about it. Say, a journey from the Golden to the Iron Age in Greek mythology. Peace and harmony prevailed during the Golden Age. Good and noble people were said to live among gods. In the Iron Age, though, humans live an existence of toil and misery. Children dishonor their parents. Brother fights for brother. Might make right. Does it ring any bells? You know what cycles have in common closer to the end? Humans stop being considerate of others. You can understand your purpose in life only after you decide that of others. Their purpose is no better or worse than yours. Maybe there's no purpose at all, but you never know until you try to find one. And you had Ermi to act as a mirror, if you know what I'm talking about. Maybe we're getting close to the end of yet another cycle right now. That's what we're trying to understand. You can call it laughable theory, but truth be told, making something laughable stops people from believing in it. Moreover, if you're a believer, it makes them laugh at you. No one likes to be a clown, so you like to change your mind. Do alternate sources of energy exist? What a joke, right? By the way, if it was true, the oil market would be no more. Funny coincidence. Just saying you know. Oh, and closer to the end of every cycle, it seems that more and more lives become meaningless and empty. We decided to see if we could fix it, so we observed quite a lot of people. Sadly, we failed each time, and you're no exception. I argued that it was impossible to change anything in just 4 days. Get rid of this one. Keep listening for now. Now, people usually ask me, how to define a meaningful life? In fact, everything you do has and hasn't any meaning at the same time. Objectively speaking, a carpenter serves more purpose than a philosopher, because the carpenter creates tangible things. But even that is debatable. You tend to think everything's fine as long as it abides by the most basic values. Basic values? The fundamentals. Look, you probably know them yourself. Some people call it common sense. Don't you think life's getting worse with every generation? I'm afraid so. Come on, nowadays people know like 100 times more than they used to. Don't mistake accumulated information with a high plane of intelligence. What do you mean? Let's take spoken language as an example. Have you ever tried watching old news reports, live footage and so on? Give it a try, you'll be amazed by richness of vocabulary and clarity of speech. What else do you expect from the news anchors? Fair enough. Let's take an average Joe from the crowd. He'd still handle the conversation at the level of modern college graduate. Let's move on to logical that one. Before your opinion of something more often than had to be supported by solid proof. Otherwise, no one would even bother to listen. Today, you can always go with just because and it's good enough. It's your right to express an opinion. Maybe that's how the evolution works. Just dropping the difficulty level? Pretty interesting concept, I should say. The difficulty of life, you mean? Yes. Anyway, even if not for the people, the world today is great because of the freedom. We have everything. We can do anything. I I think that people handled the security well, but impotence is the killer. I don't get it. Say the internet, the holy grail of our generation. Freedom of information, communication, you name it. Let me guess, you want to say it's used as a source of mindless fun instead. I won't. There's nothing wrong with having a little fun. No, the internet did something much worse. It set a wrong benchmark for life quality. What? Imagine living in a small town. You don't have much yet, you're happy. Now, you go on the internet and see other people living differently. It makes you feel uneasy. What are you, a loser? Are you wasting your life? But even a small town girl wants to be a princess, a boy, well, a king. True, but the internet made everyone think they're deserving applicants. You see the disparity the same moment you turn on your phone. By the time, it would only get worse. By the way, it will only get worse over time, now that I think about it. Why? Because of the automation. A lot of jobs you see right now won't be needed. Meaning even higher disparity in the near future. Oh, and don't forget about the instant gratification. No one wants to wait for the crops to grow nowadays. Maybe you simply have a conservative, outdated view of the world, Taya. Maybe so. Now, as far for the freedom of speech, I can say pretty much anything as long as it's not offensive. That's why you have nothing but hello and bye. Maybe we have less freedom compared to when no one cared about it. It's hard to believe in what you say. I never said I want you to believe me. Tell me one thing. You ever thought about something really off about this world? Well then, please tell me. How on earth was I supposed to change anything in just 4 days? That's right, only 4 days. It's nothing. If I gave you 2 weeks, what would be different? Based on my experience, a life can be condensed in a few days just fine. Come on, I need at least a year. Wait a second. Do you want to say that? If I give you a year, you would try to fill the story of your life? You'd work on improving your life every day for a whole year? You really mean it? Sure. Wow. Believe it or not, you're actually the first one to say yes. A year, huh? Alright, deal. What are you going to do, by the way? Well... Look, I have an idea. Let the Moe Era help you. Let's treat your next year as a small life, as a full circle. Naina will give you her advice on where to start. Sima knows better than anyone how to keep going. And Marta's knowledgeable about the end. That kind of advice is personal, so you need to know the girls better. Good news is you've already learned quite a bit about one of them. Now I can't really rewind your life, but I think Teach has some tricks up her sleeve. Leave it to me. As soon as we finish things here, you'll be able to start all over again. Worry not, I won't make you go through the whole 4 days. It's going to be a breeze. Let's try it. But first, let me call her. How are you today? Must be rough for you. By the way, thanks for yesterday. I enjoyed it. My, the clothes are so much more comfortable. And revealing. Oh, you? Did you like it? Yes? Here we go. The beginning and the end. I'm going to tell you something in between. Something extremely important for your success. What is it? The key to your success is productivity. I can't say it, but I know what it is. Every time you wake up, write down 2 things you need to do today. Everything else is strictly optional. Don't even start to do something else until you've done with both. I see. Another big issue we have today is a lack of concentration. Do you know that feeling when you want to do something, but then you keep getting distracted? Sit down, take a timer, and focus only on your key task for 45 minutes. Take a short break and start all over again. By the end of the day, you'll notice the difference. A lot of people nowadays boast about their long working hours. In reality, They simply waste too much time. How can you do it with the most precious asset in the world? Long work meetings, endless coffee chats, social media. Keep in mind, you also have to keep sleep, so treasure every second. There are so many things to do. Not as much as you think, let me assure you. Try to do what I say. In return, you will get rid of another annoying feeling. You know when you worked on a lot, yet nothing's really done? I know what you're thinking about. Oh, and everything is possible. What does that have to do with anything? At the start, your goal might not seem feasible at all. Just don't stop. Keep going, and it'll work out somehow. Who dares wins. Also, don't do everything from scratch. Reach out to people. What? It's a common mistake to reinvent the wheel. Do you mean that I should ask for help? Correct. Let professionals do their jobs. They're too busy for someone like me. They won't even notice me. That's exactly what everyone thinks. Just send them a message and you'd be surprised. What if they don't answer? Even if 9 out of 10 don't answer you. That's enough when you get sent 100. That's enough when you've sent 100 messages. And please, do your research. Information is free nowadays. In the ancient times, people had to spend a fortune to own a small library. Winning has never been easy. Thanks, I'll remember that. I expect only the best from you. See you soon. Alright. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. So is this an ending? I'm so confused. By Comfy Company. Homestead and game design. Dormitory. Alright. A game by Comfy Company. So I'm assuming that's only one ending out of a possible few. We have the continue option now. So before we start investigating the other endings, I'm going to end this one here. So if you guys want to see more, hopefully you leave a like on the video, it helps me out greatly. But other than that, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, guys.